Hello. In this video I'm going to show you guys how to place the wheel and the other 60 tooth gear, and then I'm going to demote this and make it put it on the other side, and we will be ready to start meshing gears and getting them turning together. So that's pretty exciting when you get the animation kind of going. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I need a 3-inch shaft. I need 2 shaft collars and 60 tooth gear, and then a 4.8 millimeter spacer. So let's go ahead and go to here. I need to place all of those materials ahead of time. It's always nice to gather all your supplies ahead of time before you start. So 3-inch shaft, open that up, place that, and then I need 2 bearings. Those are in other parts. So shaft collars, sorry, not bearings. Open 2 of those up. And then I need to place a 60 tooth gear, and remember it's called spur gears, so I need 1 of those, and then I need a 4-inch wheel. So go to wheels, 4-inch wheel diameter, that looks about right. Open that up. Multiple files named in hub were found. Select OK. Okay, so this is all the individual parts. It looks like it's an assembly here. Hub. Okay, so we have a little bit of an error here. The file is not finding a path of our wheel, which is an assembly. So you go to assembled parts, look for the wheel that you're putting in, which is 4-inch wheel, and then just click where you found the hub, and then open, and that should get it for you. So it was having trouble finding the hub in the center of the wheel. If you don't do that, you're going to have a wheel that's missing the hub. So there we have our parts. I'm missing a spacer, so I need to place my last spacer, which I said was 4.8. So that's in washers and spacers. Scroll down. I do not see a 4.8 millimeter spacer, so we're going to have to do some conversions here. When you convert, so let me shift my camera over here and show you some conversions. See if I can get it on the view here in the screen, and let me zoom in so you guys can see. Alright, so there is for one, so I need to convert to inches since we are imperial. We are using the imperial system. So 1 inch, let's see if I can get that zoomed in. 1 inch is 25.4 millimeters, and I have a 4.8 millimeter spacer, and I need to convert that to imperial to see if we have that same wheel. Sorry, my camera's not really focusing. So I need to cross multiply here, so 25.4x equals 4.8 times 1, 4.8, and then divide both sides by 25.4, 25.4, and that gives me, let me pull up the calculator here, show you that, which I already did it, but that would give me 1.888. So 25.4 divided by, or 4.8 divided by 25.4 gives me 0.18888. So I have 0.1888888, and I'm sure they probably rounded. So let's go ahead and find that spacer that matches that requirement. So let's go into washers and spacers, and I'm looking for a 1.888, which they probably rounded to 0.19. or sorry, 0.1888 is what I had. Now it's 0.19, so that's the spacer we need. Click OK. And let me get back here. Okay, so with all the parts placed, now we need to place the shaft through here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the distance I need the shaft to be through here. So from this surface, zoom in, that surface to the edge of this shaft here is 1.27. And I have a horrible memory, so I'm just going to select that and hold down Control and C. And then I am going to place my shaft. So constrain, insert constraint. I'm going to grab the edge of the shaft here and place it right through here. And I'll go the other way with that. And then this is where we use our offset. So offset it by, I don't know. Well, I'm going to paste that number in. And since it's going, it's offsetting it by the right amount, but it's going the opposite direction than what I want it to go. So I need to change this to negative, and it'll go the opposite direction. And that'll put it on the same plane as the other one that's out there. And that's it. Hit apply. Now I need to place my shaft collar. So do a constraint again, insert constraint, edge of my shaft collar to the edge right here. Hit apply. Do a rotational constraint, directed angle, and hit apply. Then go ahead and place my gear, which is another insert constraint. Grab the edge of the gear, grab the edge of the area you need to attach it to, hit apply, and then zoom in, exit this, rotate it a little bit, do a rotational constraint, or an angle constraint. I keep calling it a rotational. Grab the surface there, and then the surface on the inside of this gear, and hit apply. Zoom out. Grab your spacer, is what you need next. So do an insert, spacer. Let me make sure I grab the flat edge there. I did. Zoom in, grab the edge of the gear, place that, hit apply. No need to do a rotational constraint there. And then we're going to place our wheel. So do an insert constraint, grab the edge of this wheel. And let me see if I can find the edge here. Right there. And do the insert right there. There we go. And I did not leave enough of the shaft out there to hold on to. So hit apply here. Go back to my spacer or my shaft, and I can slide that shaft over a little bit more. So exit this, find out where that shaft is. I can click on it out in the environment here. And then I have my offset here, so now I can offset that by a little bit more. Or actually, let me do this a little bit more exact. I'm going to inspect it, see how much of the shaft I have available. So I have ½ an inch available. So negative, pull up my calculator, 1.127 minus, or sorry, back, plus 0.567, meaning I need to offset that by 1.694. So go back to my offset here, and that is going to be 1.694. Enter. Oops, I need to make sure that's negative. change that to negative, and all I'm doing is double clicking on the insert to edit this relationship. Click the check mark, and that brings it through enough. So rotate the wheel. We have to do an angle constraint. Go back to your constraint, insert, angle constraint, directed angle. This surface, rotate it a little bit, grab the inside of the wheel here, that surface, hit apply. Now I have my shaft color, and that's it for this build. So let me go ahead and put in the shaft color. And at any point you can end the video because you know how to put in the shaft color by now. We've done a few. And go ahead and place that with that one. Hit apply, angle constraint, directed angle, grab the surface here, grab the surface here, and hit apply. And all of that should now turn together. And that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.